What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video. My sports Gematria. Just wanted to go over why I picked Conor McGregor to beat Cowboy in UFC 246. If you're looking at the screen here, on the left side is what I call my daily numbers. This is my foundation for sports picking. It's date numerology, so I have the Gregorian date numerology right here. And then I also follow the Hebrew calendar, both sides, the Hebrew civil and the Hebrew religious. And then on the right side is what I call my game numbers. It's what I put together to decide and go back and forth between these two and figure out who I think is going to win the matchup or win the game or whatever it is I'm looking at. So we got Conor McGregor right here, and then we got Donald Cerrone right here. It's just his Conor McGregor's name, Gematria, right here, his age, his date of birth, the distance to and from his birthday, and then his fight record, and then Donald Cerrone's name, Gematria, and then I also put Cowboy because that's what he goes by mostly. It's even in the ad, right? It's the McGregor versus Cowboy fight. It's not the McGregor versus Cerrone fight. It's the McGregor versus Cowboy fight. So the Cowboy Gematria here, and then his age, birthday, to and from, and then his fight record. So this fight wasn't too clear for me, not as clear as some of the other fights have been. But the reason why I liked McGregor and why I picked McGregor is one thing that was interesting is on the calendar, it's the 21st day of the fourth month on the Hebrew civil calendar, 21-4. 21-4. Well, Conor McGregor comes into this fight against Cowboy with 21 wins and 4 losses. So he can either pick up his 22nd, go 22-4, or he could go 21-5 with the loss. So it's interesting that on the Hebrew civil calendar, 21st day of the fourth month, Conor McGregor comes into this fight 21-4. Now, for this reason, I feel that he would stay on his 4 losses instead of get his 5th, just because the next day is going to be, which is Sunday, or a few hours away from the end of the fight, which had been the 22nd of 4. And I feel like with the way the calendar's set up, it made more sense for Conor McGregor to go 22-4 instead of 21-5, staying on 21 on the 21st. Because I was kind of thinking he would stay on 21 wins on the 21st of the Hebrew, but if it was in February and it was the 21st of the 5th, then I would be like, yeah, 21-5. But because it was 21-4, and then the next day is 22-4, I just felt like he wasn't going to stay on 21. He would get his 22 and stay on 4 losses and become 22-4. But to kind of go further with that, Conor McGregor, his name in Gematria sums to 79, and 79 is the 22nd prime number. So it makes sense that Conor McGregor would get his 22nd win. However, that doesn't necessarily mean he would get it in this particular fight. It just means that his name sums to 79, the 22nd prime, and he could get his 22nd win sometime in his career. Interesting enough, the night that he comes into the fight, he's 21-4, 21st day of the fourth month on the Hebrew civil. But Cowboy, Donald Cerrone, and because this is the McGregor versus Cowboy fight, not the McGregor versus Cerrone fight, the word Cowboy sums to 79. 79, the 22nd prime number. Conor McGregor sums to 79, the 22nd prime number. Conor McGregor can get his 22nd win against Cowboy. Cowboy equals 79, the 26th prime. What's also interesting is Conor McGregor equals 151, and mathematically 151 is the 36th prime number. His opponent Cowboy was currently 36 years old, and he also came into the fight sitting on 36 wins in his career where he stayed. And honestly, that's it. That's all I put together to make this pick. I didn't look at anything else, and it was just those little things that I was like, okay, I feel comfortable with picking Conor McGregor. I can't even talk right now. I feel comfortable picking Conor McGregor. I'm kind of tired. Ugh, it's getting late, but anyways, You can't tell what time it is when you're watching this video. But yeah, so this is why I picked Conor McGregor over Cowboy. I also had Holly Holmes over Raquel. It was 135 days since Raquel's birthday, her 31st birthday. And Holly Holmes with the win became 13-5. 135 days since her opponent's birthday, she became 13-5. That was one of the main reasons why I picked Holly. This one got away from me. I had Maurice Green, but and I had Maurice Green specifically for the 13 and the 13, but it kind of bit me in the butt, and Alexi is his name, I think, stayed on 13 losses, so it favored him instead of Green. And then Diego, I had Diego getting his win on his 35th birthday. It was his birthday that night, the 21st day on the Hebrew calendar. His name sums to 231, the 21st triangular number. 21 is the 6th triangular number. He gets a 6th win in a row on his 35th birthday. So that was kind of cool. And that's it. If you guys seen my other videos on my YouTube, for UFC 245, I had Usman winning the main event. And then on UFC 244, I had George winning the main event. And then on UFC 243, I had Israel winning the main event. So ever since I started my YouTube channel, I've picked 4 main events for the UFC, and so far I'm 4-0, which is pretty cool. So definitely check out those videos as well to see why I picked those other fighters to win.